So, not certain if y'all can see this. What I can see, and granted this is just filmed on my cell phone, but if you look back there at them rake tines, you'll see that one set is not turning. Now what the hell has that got to do with anything? Well, out of 10 rake wheels on there, and that is what's referred to as a ground driven rake or a wheel rake, when they're turning on the ground, doing what they're supposed to do, applied in the manner that they're supposed to be applied, they all turn just fine. But you notice that the one isn't quite turning, but the rest of them are just spinning in the breeze. I'm running 50 mile an hour and they're just spinning away. Those rake wheels are out of their normal element. It's not what they were designed to do. Transport back and forth fine and dandy, but they weren't designed to turn in the wind. They were designed to turn on the ground when there's an outward force pressed against it. That particular one has an issue. Wouldn't see it when it's doing its normal job, but when it's not doing its normal job, it's outside its element, there's an issue. More than likely, it's just a bearing just a touch too tight. But outwardly looking at it through a different perspective, looking at it from in a different environment, that one wheel has some problems. I guess this, to me, the point I'm trying to get at is you don't always see, and others don't always see, what the problems might be. Especially you. Like I mentioned yesterday in the video, or in the first video, my daughter approached me, and I don't think she had any intention of bringing anything to light, and sometimes that's the best way to gain attention to an issue, is to stumble upon it. She was just being honest and telling me, hey Dad, you're nicer when you drink. Like I said in the video, that was a serious kick in the gut. I'm sensitive to that sort of stuff, especially with drinking, dependency issues, addiction. I wouldn't necessarily say runs rampant in my family, but we do definitely have some tendencies and issues in the family with dependency and addiction. So it's something I've always been mindful of. Or at least tried to be. But when I don't drink much and I'm told I'm nicer when I drink, that opened my eyes quick. It's kind of like that rake wheel. It's out of its normal element. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, and it's not causing a problem when it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But when a different force is applied against it and it doesn't fall in line with the others, it lets you know there's a little bit of a problem. So, kind of a different twist, just something I noticed. Once again, the whole point behind this is to hopefully shed some light, open some eyes, get people to be honest with themselves, with their surroundings. These could very easily be helpful, not just for veterans with PTSD, but for their family members. Something that might open an eyebrow, might open their eyes and say, well, wait a minute, we've been missing this. Of course, every deployment, you're going to come back, you're going to be changed in some way, shape, or form, minor, major, who knows. You're going to be different. It affects all of us differently. They do really well in the military briefing and covering different issues, ways to cope, keeping in mind that the family has been operating without you there, without your influences, and not that you're not welcome or loved or wanted. However, that dynamic has changed, at least for a brief time, and you have to be mindful of that. So just because it's not something you necessarily liked or cared for or wanted it done that way doesn't mean it's wrong. So, all right. I'm going to quit boring y'all. Let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.